specifically on the 25th of August last year, men fully armed to their teeth, about 12 of them, came to my apartment to abduct me in the presence of my little daughter. She was 3 years old then. For 3 nights, I was beaten consistently to write my statement. I was isolated for about a week, and that was traumatic for me. A lot of things were going through my mind. Is this my end? Will I die here? What will my family be going through? I was taken into a bus without number plates. The glass, the windows are tinted. I'm driven away in the presence of my wife and little daughter, telling them nothing about where they are taking me to unknown place. Arriving there, I got to realize I'm being arrested, and the crime I committed was for me to protest, to seek for a better country, for a better Nigeria. That was my first time of being arrested. From there to court, from court then to prison straight. I was confined around situations I've never found myself before. So this alone is mentally draining for me. And it's not just only me, it also affects my family in a very large way. In fact, after the whole experience, I hardly pick strange calls. I was isolated in a specific room. I was the only one. I was isolated. I only had the opportunity to ease myself twice in a day, very early in the morning and very late at night. During the noon time or during the afternoon, when I seek permission to use myself, I'm not given the opportunity to. So I have to hold my pee till the late hours of the night. So all through my first 1 week there of isolation, I did not see anybody. Any other person did not see me except the officers that took my statements. The first 3 days I used to write my statement. After writing, the following night they will beat me up to make corrections. Then the third night, the whole thing was literally dictated to me. That's my statement. What I should write was literally dictated to me. So they were dictating, I was writing it. So I was actually in a room isolated. So I had no opportunity to take my bath, nothing like that. I can't actually do anything. So the only thing I can only do is to ease myself, and I do that twice in a day, very early in the morning and very late at night. Not until when I arrived at the police station, that was when the SP in charge of the case, he flashed my picture to my eyes. It's more or less like a passport, just showing my face and all that. Not really a full picture, it's like a passport. So he flashed it to me and said, "Is this not you?" I said, "It's me." So he said, "They have been looking for me. I'm being invited, I did not show up." He said, "I never saw an invitation and I'm not running anywhere." In fact, I wonder how they came to my house. So I think they got all those details from my bank. So not until when I got to the station, then I realized it was because of the End Bad Governance protest that I embarked on in August 1st that made the police to arrest me. Because at the long run, after the first week of isolation, every other person that had the same issue were brought out, and we all saw ourselves. Meanwhile, we all protested together August 1st, so we knew ourselves. So I then realized it was because of the protest. I was so fortunate. It was not too long between the time I was released from the prison and the time I had contact with Legend Golden Care. Like I said earlier, I was referred. So, but before then, my experience was, like I said earlier, anytime I see any strange number calling me, it flashes me back to, it seems somebody is after me. if I hear a siren, police van coming, it seems as if the van is coming for me. I'm mentally drained. My whole life is being crippled. It was as if the whole country was falling on me. It was as if there is no hope again. Because everything around me was sealed. My system, which I work with, my phone, my wife's phone, her business was crippled because she uses her phone to do all those things. Yeah, she uses her phone to do her business. So my bank account, so I can't access money. So I literally, in fact, my whole life was placed on a pause. So to be the breadwinner of my family, and I cannot access all those basic things. And then how do I meet my daily demands? How do I meet my daily needs? How do I support my family? So like I said earlier, Legend Golden Care was able to come in time. Thank God I was able to meet somebody that referred me. I think I'm one of the luckiest persons. So I went through the therapy session, and it actually helped me one way or the other. It actually made me realize there is still hope, and there is still life. There is still more for me, because the way they came in, the way they handled me, it was as if everything was over. One of the good things is that now with Legend Golden Care, I'm now a peer supporter, and the funny part of it is I actually went through the training. So the training was just like just in time. The training was equipping me. As much as it's equipping me, it's also transforming me at the same time. So all the things I got from that training was actually a strength for me. The teachings as regards how you need to re-energize yourself, how you need to fall back when the trouble or the weight is too much. Well, a lot of things was actually taught anyway. But the good thing is that I was able to draw strength from what we are being taught, and it has actually helped me to become a better person. And the beautiful part of the thing is I'm able to transfer what I've been trained to people that are victims of what I've experienced. So my experience was actually a leverage. Seeing them, I could actually relate what they are passing through, then use it as an advantage, because I've been in these shoes before. So I've been in the correctional facility. So visiting the correctional facility to train, to give life, to give hope to people that have been in their shoes was actually not difficult, for the fact that I'm also trained. So it's just a smooth process for me. And like I said earlier, the joy for me is that I was able to give hope. At least I was able to transfer the knowledge I got from the training to as many as those that I had contact with. I mean the inmates I had contact with at the correctional facility. The thing is, at the point of my arrest, it seems as if it was a different life, and that life stopped there, and there is a new phase of life I'm living now, which I'm so excited about. And I think it's not a coincidence that I had contact with Legend Golden Care. I begin to see and get excitement from this part now. At least the joy is I've experienced this, being able to bring out as many that are in the deep of wallowing in and depression, loneliness, struggling with one thing or the other, being able to help them out. I think I begin to derive joy from it. So I think I see myself still on a journey with Legend Golden Care as regards to this. And I think I'm not regretting on
Yes.
this. I'm not regretting on this part.